Hello guys, today we are going to see how we are going to print this star format using C# console application. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, first click on Visual Studio 2015 and go to File menu. Click on New and then click on Project option. And we will do this by using console application template. Okay, name your example as test 1. Otherwise you other name like example 1 and then click on OK. And when you create a new console application, you will be provided with the default class, and the class name is program.cs, and it will be provided with the execution point, that is static void main. Here we can write our code. Let's have a look at our problem. We have to print the stars in this format. If you analyze these stars, in each row the number of stars increases. Means if you go to row number 1, there we are printing 1 star. In the second row 2 stars, third row 3 stars, fourth row 4 stars, and fifth row 5 stars. And in order to accomplish our solution, we need to analyze the problem first. So we have to iterate. We need to have one for loop, and that for loop iterates 5 times. And after going to each row, and as we see on each row the number of stars are increasing. Means if you see on the first row there is only 1 star printed, and the second row 2 stars, and the third row 3 stars, and the fourth row 4 stars, and the fifth row 5 stars. In order to print a star according to the number the row in which the for loop iterates, we have to add one more loop, that is inner loop. The main purpose of the inner loop is to print the stars based on the row where the control is. If the control is at first row, we have to print 1 star. If the control is at the second row, we have to print the 2 stars. Means based on the row, we have to set the iteration length of the inner loop. Okay, let's do this. Write a for loop. Int I is equal to 0. I less than or equal to 5. I plus plus. You can start your loop from 1. And once you go to each row, we have to print stars based on the row line. Start another loop, which is called, we can say it's an inner loop, and j is equal to 1 and j less than or equal to I and j plus plus. Here you can observe we have given the uh, iteration length based on the value of outer loop, that is value of I. Here means if the control is in the first row, we have to print only one star, means this inner loop should iterate only one time. Console dot write and print star. And after completing the inner loop, we have to take our control cursor to the next line. Yes, for that you can just write like this, console.writeLine. Once after completing the one inner loop, then it will again go back to outer loop and that value will become 2. Now in order to run this application, you can click on start, and you can see the output in output window. The output window closes once it shows the result. In order to keep it open, you can write console.readLine. Again click on start. Now we can see the expected result. In the first row 1 star, in the second row 2 stars, and the third row 3 stars. If you want to debug your code, just place a breakpoint here and run your application again. If you see the value inside variable I, that is 1, and here if you see the value is 1, and it prints 1 star. Now if you see the value of j, which is 2, but it fails the condition here, like 2 less than 1, that is false, then it will come out of that inner loop. Then cursor moves to the next line after the inner loop, that is console.writeLine. Then it will print a new line, means you can see the cursor moves to the next line. Now again it will go back to the outer loop and it will increase the value of I with 1. Now you can see the value of I becomes 2 and I is less than 5, that is 2, means it can go inside the loop, and again it will start the inner loop from j is equal to 1. It will reinitialize the j with 1, and here it will check the condition whether j is less than I. The j value is 1 and I is 2. J less than 2, yes, it will go inside the loop and it will print 1 star. The j value becomes 2 and we have 2 in our I, and if you clearly observe the condition j less than or equal to I, means the value of I is 2 and the value of j is 2, both are equal, means it satisfies the condition. Again it will go inside the loop and it will print another star. And if you see your output window, there are two stars printed in the second row. Now j value becomes 3, but the I value is 2. Is 3 less than 2? No, means it fails the condition and it will come out of the inner loop and it will again print the new line, and again it will go back to the outer loop to increase the value of I. Now the value of I becomes 3, and you check the condition here. I is less than 5. Yes, it satisfies the condition. Then it will go inside the loop. Here you need to understand one thing. Every time the value of I changes, the inner loop starts. It will start from j till it becomes the value of I. Means it will start from 1. It will increase by 1, and it will iterate till the value of j becomes the value of I. Now if you see, the j value is 3 and I value is 3, both are equal, and this condition satisfied, then it will print star on the screen. When value of j becomes 4, the value fails because it is not less than I. So it will print a new line, and again it will go back to the outer loop to increase the value of I. The outer loop iterate till the value of I becomes more than 5. Still the condition satisfies. Again it will go inside the inner loop and print the stars till the value of j becomes the value of I. Now if you see the outer loop, the value of I becomes 6, but the condition says I less than or equal to 5. Here you can clearly see the condition here it fails. So it will not go inside the for loop, it will come out of the outer loop and it will print the new read line, and we can see our output on the output screen. We can see our expected result. That's all for now. Hope you understand the code. Thank you.